start streaming, and okay. The audio is still longer than expected. But at least now it's coming in clearer, and I figured out how to do the thing. Okay, what I figured out is that I was trying to look on the phone because of the fact that I still don't know how to do the whole chat box thing on here. So what I was trying to do is that, well, first off, I wanted to see the video to see if it would be blurry for anyone else or if the audio would be messed up. And I figured out the audio just a bit, but at the same time I saw that the video was blurry. So I'm like, how do I fix this? So I kept going on the phone to see if it would change. In the quality section, that didn't work. So what I did was that I went to advanced. I clicked on the 3 dots on the video and I went to advanced and I chose whichever one, and then the picture just suddenly just cleared up. I kept going to quality and choosing I went to quality and I kept choosing higher picture quality, and it was still blurry. So then I just went to advanced for specific resolution, and it was just there. Because I didn't really know about the whole advanced thing, because usually when I just click higher picture quality, it just automatically just does the higher picture quality. So I just been using that. But now I'm just going to keep using advanced. Okay, so Date Warp. I've had this game on my Steam for a while, so I'm going to be playing it right now. I don't know much about this. I've been meaning to play it since I got it, but I have been busy with a lot of stuff, so haven't had any time to play it. So why not make it as a test for the live stream? Because before I didn't have an HDMI cord, and I had one of those, and I have those things that plugs into the wall now, so that it spreads the Wi-Fi throughout the house. So instead of just going down into the open room in my living room and connecting it to the router, I thought maybe I should try it on this thing first before going to the router. And it's not great, but it is better than what I was doing before. So we're gonna keep going with this until it decides to hate me. Alright, so let's go with... This is an interactive story. Left click the mouse to proceed, right click to go to the game menu where you can load, save, or change the preferences. Okay? From time to time, you will get to play a game to choose what direction the story should take. Click on the wires to rotate them and make a connection between the light bulb and what you want to happen next. Click the wires to rotate them and make the connection between the light bulb. Huh. Okay. This isn't This doesn't look complicated at all. Okay. There we go. It just seems really... There's a lot here than what I was expecting. Why? That gave me like the whole disarming bomb kind of feel, and that made me kind of nervous. I'm like, what's going on? The whole thing was a setup. I never should have listened to Vanessa. Oh my god. We just started this game and already Vanessa giving me problems. You see, I don't have that many good connection with girls. They always seem to like want to screw me over somehow. So what if I've never had a boyfriend? I'm only 19. I don't need training wheels. Vanessa! What are you doing? Commenting on my love life. Bruh. Leave me alone. Apparently I'm only 19 in this, so don't need no advice from you, Vanessa. It was a waste of time. We each had a nice meal, but we might as well have been eating alone. We ate totally different food, and we couldn't think of much to talk about. I'm a vegetarian bookworm. He's a steak and potatoes jock. It would never work. I love steak and potatoes. I wish that I could have chosen my own preferences here. But, you know, eating your greens is good too. But you need that protein. And then this happened. Come on, this way. Don't let go of my hand. Are you afraid of the dark? Either of us could slip and fall in this mud. He has a point. We left the road a while back and there's no clear path through these woods. Thank goodness it's only rain, and not one of the traditional Memphis thunderstorms. If there were lightning, we would have to stay in the car. I can see the lights ahead. Must be a big house. Rich people like their privacy. That's probably why they live way out here. Well, there wasn't a fence or anything. Water runs through my hair, making me shiver. Surely whoever lives there will take pity on two drowned rats. It doesn't help the fact that I think that my Chinese zodiac sign is actually a rat. So many lights. Maybe they're having a party. I don't see a doorbell. You knock, your hands are bigger. Well, I've only ever seen a man's hands be bigger than a girl's. I've never seen a guy with small hands. Though I would kind of like to see that. I figure that it would be adorable. Bradley raises one hand to rap sharply on the door. Okay. Mr. Rapper over here. But with his other, he's still holding on to me. It feels nice, having a boy's hand in mine. Maybe this date isn't a complete disaster after all. Wait, he's the jock? You made him sound like he was just like some kind of stereotype meat-headed jock. Dude, why? He seems nice. So what if he eats steak and you're a vegetarian? There are probably like millions of relationships out there that have that same scenario. And they would seem perfectly fine. I hear someone at the door. Hello? A boy younger than me, wearing oversized clothes that look like faded rags. This certainly isn't what I expected from the owner of a mansion. Hi, my name is Bradley Dalton, and this is Janet. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that last name. My car broke down a ways up the road, and the weather like this, you're soaked. Can we come in? Just to have somewhere out of the rain to wait while I call for help. Well, what's going on? What are you doing here? What sort of person tries to sell things at night in the rain? We're not Get lost. How should Janet respond? Let's, okay, first off, let's save right here. What is this? Okay. I've never played this game before. So I don't know. I don't know where all these saved games file came from. I've never played this game before. Name your save. Let's go with unknown, cause this is okay. Now let's return back here. Let's go with apology, because I'm a very apologetic person. I don't know what I'm apologizing for, but let's try this. I think I screwed up somewhere. No. You see, I know I screwed up somewhere. Let's go with you. No. Let's go like that, and maybe this way, and oh, so it's like that. Okay, so it doesn't even matter. Let's go you and you. No, you see, why am I even focusing on that? I don't get it. Why is it acting like... Okay, so... You're too short. How am I supposed to... Because I'm doing this, and it's still on the button, but it's not telling me to do anything. Should I just... skip it? Do I just need to skip it? This is too short. And so is this. This doesn't make a lot of sense. Demand to be let in or apologize. Why is everything so doggone short? Okay, here we go. So, just so that I never have to do that part again, here, overwrite, return, apologize. Let's go with apology. I'm sorry. We don't want to bother you. If you could just tell us where we are so I can give the address to the tow truck, we can wait by the car. Don't be silly. You'll freeze out there. Of course you can come inside. This isn't your house, or your master's either. Master? You ought to know that Nathaniel would help. You ought to know that Nathaniel would help people in need. Besides, these are nice people. Oh, cool! So we got points for that. Okay. Void, FYI. Okay. I don't know what that is, but okay. I'm Raphael, and this is Albin. You can come in for a few minutes, but wipe your feet, okay? We step through the door, and Bradley's hand slips away from mine as he stares. At what exactly? At the decor? At these two? What's going on? Decor! Awesome! First choice. I've seen decor like this at the Orpheum. Orpheum? Is that how you say it? But I can't imagine actually living in it. Don't forget your shoes. We do our best to scrape off the mud, but I can still see him eyeing the carpet nervously. I wonder if he's some sort of domestic. Okay, not even gonna comment on that. We could take them off and leave them outside. No, we're not staying long. We should stay. Ready to go? Then on the balcony overhead, I noticed a figure. A man wrapped in a silk robe descends the stairs with the grace of a queen. This must be the owner of the mansion. Nathaniel, these are Janet and Bradley. Their car broke down. How do you do? Very well, thank you. You have a lovely house. We were lucky to be nearby. There's not much out there but trees. Yes, it is a bit isolated. It's not often that anyone stops here. Don't worry, we'll be on our way soon. He taps me on the arm. Your phone? Right. I dig my mobile out of my purse and turn it on. I had it switched off earlier for the movie. What a strange looking phone. No, it isn't. It looks just like half the phones that come out lately. Maybe the only cell phones he's seen were designer brands studded with diamonds. It's not connecting. I can't get a signal. The walls may be too thick to penetrate. Should I go back outside? You're welcome to use my phone, of course. Thanks. The nearest is right through here. He gestures to a side hallway. I look at Bradley, who shrugs. You go. My shoes are in worse shape. I step onto the red carpet and follow Nathaniel further into the house, trying not to drip on anything. Are these all antiques? Reproduction mostly, although they have some age of their own. Are you a connoisseur? Not really. I like grandfather clocks, though. I don't. I got rid of mine. Here's the phone. True to style, it's beautifully old-fashioned, all gold and porcelain with a rotatory dial. I cautiously pick up the handset and hold it to my ear, but I can't hear anything. Do I need to do something special to make this work? I can't get a dial tone. Let me see. He takes the handset and taps the receiver a few times. Nothing. The lines must be down. Is the storm that serious? It's raining buckets out there, but the wind didn't seem that bad. Maybe it's getting worse. There are a lot of trees out there. I suppose it would be easy for something to go wrong. Perhaps you should wait it out then. Come on. Why don't you two go dry off? You must be freezing. You should get warm and wait for the storm to let up. I'll put the kettle on. There's a bathroom through here, and another up the stairs to the left. There should be towels ready. I'll go upstairs then. This is a countdown to something really bad, isn't it? The bathroom is naturally huge, and towels are kept comfortingly warm on a heated rack. Can't speak. And there goes the clothes. Every problem is going to be solved with flirting. Okay, we're gonna save this here. Why is all these save files here? Show keyboard. What's show keyboard? Oh, that's actually pretty cool. I actually like that. You know what? Fine. Let's just call it. Let's just do this. Get out of here! I'm not dressed! Well, you'd have to be undressed for me to take your clothes. I can feel his eyes lingering on my skin. Furious, I fold my arms over my chest. Didn't anyone ever teach you to knock? If you didn't want someone coming in, you should have locked the door. You... No, you're not turning this into my fault! If you knew I wasn't going to be in the bathroom and you wanted to take my clothes, you should have knocked. I would have given you my clothes and you wouldn't have to barge in here. Get out! I did. Didn't I? I'm sure I did. Except I've never been here before and I don't know exactly how the locks work, and he got in somehow. You still should have knocked. It's nothing I haven't seen before. Don't care! What are you, really a girl under there? Not at the moment. I'm a doctor. Now give me your dress. Doctor or not, I don't care. Get out! Still annoyed, I hand him the damp clothing. What's a doctor doing on laundry duty anyway? Getting a good look. Get out! No, my name is Linz. But that's close enough. He leaves, closing the door behind him. I fumble with the doorknob and I think get it locked properly this time. That guy was a little bit creepy. How many people are there in this house anyway? Not long ago, it would have been unthinkable for me to be somewhere surrounded by strange men. Up through high school, I attended St. Teresa's, a small preparatory school for young women and only women. We had a brother's school, St. Joseph's, and many of my classmates' brothers did go there. We had shared events with them sometimes. But their school was just as small as ours, so it almost was like we were a part of one family. Everybody knew everybody. Perhaps that's why even when I became a teenager, I could never be interested in dating. All those boys were like annoying siblings. How could anyone swoon over them? My parents raised me to expect perfection, a clever, rich, and handsome hero who could dance and sing and ride to my wedding on a white horse covered in flowers. But then I wasn't willing to settle for less. Not that I was getting a lot of offers. I saw boys as annoying relatives. They saw me as a bossy little know-it-all. In grades, I was top of my class, for all the good it did me, but in popularity, more like the opposite. And I didn't realize at the time what the consequences would be. Then I came to university and no one had any idea who I was, and first impressions were everything. I could get away from my reputation, start over, fit in, as long as I didn't screw it up. Never show fear, never show weakness. I wrap the towel around myself and sit on the floor to wait for my clothes. Once I'm dressed and dry, I venture downstairs to find Bradley and Raphael waiting for me. How do you take your tea? Milk, 1 sugar, thanks. I'll be right back. He walks off through one of the many doors. It must be like a maze out there. I don't know how I'd find anyone. Are you alright? Huh? I'm fine. Some weird guy tried to walk in on me while I was changing clothes. That happened to me too. I'm sure it's perfectly normal. The upper class have servants to dress them. They probably don't think about privacy. There's something a little strange about them. Just keep your eyes open. Here's your tea. Would you like any cookies? No, thanks. I don't like having sweets late at night. I beg to differ. I mean, I don't eat too many sweets or anything. But, just one cookie. One cookie would be nice. My favorite cookie. Oh my god, yes. My Danish cookies. My little Danish cookies. Oh, I just have to have one before it's too late. I just have to. It's just so good. I sip carefully at the drink, enjoying its warmth. Have you lived here long? Oh, I don't live here. We're just visiting. I wonder who he means by we. Where from? We have an apartment in the city, but we moved here from the west. You have family out there? Yes. So, how do you know Nathaniel? He's very nice, isn't he? Ha! You're funny. He's a definition of angst. What? That completely did not answer my question. What about you? What do you do? I'm a freshman at Brook College. Is that around here? Yes, it's a small liberal arts school down by the park. One thing me and this MC have in common. One thing. Well, two things besides the fact that... Well, then again, that's technically a choice. So, I guess that doesn't count as having something in common. One thing. I don't know much about colleges. I wonder how old he is. He looks like he might still be in high school or a dropout. But if he is, it would be rude to ask. Are you sure you don't want any cookies or something else? I would love a cookie. I would love a cookie. No, I think we're good. You don't speak for me. I want a cookie. Right. I'll just go check on things then. No, I want a cookie. He hurries away into the house. It's getting pretty late, isn't it? Yes. Ah! Don't sneak up on us like that. Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. It is getting rather late, and the storm shows no sign of letting up. The phones are still down, and I don't expect they'll send any workers out to fix the lines before morning. If you'd like, you two could spend the night here. I have plenty of spare bedrooms. You don't say! I don't... We'd like that. Thanks very much. Huh? First he was saying that there is something strange about these people, and now he wants to sleep here? I don't have a lot of choices, though. I really don't want to stand on the road alone in the dark trying to get a ride. Okay. Right then. Would you like one bedroom or two? Two! I don't know this man. We only want... This is like our first date, and I don't know him. Please, 2 bedrooms. Should Janet share a room with Bradley? It's supposed to be a dating sim, but I don't know how I feel about Bradley just yet. Like, he seems nice. Honestly, he does seem nice. I don't know about sharing a bedroom with a guy that you just went on a date with, though. So, how about I set up... Okay, how about I set this up... Okay, there we go. I'll set it up to basically be like to do the whole 2 options thing. I hate this. Why does it have to be like this? Honestly, I hate these little short things. They serve no purpose. Okay, so sleep alone, share a room. If I can just rename this. Okay. We're gonna do this. Okay, so I'm gonna name this one B. Okay, so I'm gonna do backspace. I'm gonna do this here. I wish I could have. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, there it is. So it just does that. Okay. B R A D E L Y. So we're just gonna do that one for Bradley, and this we'll go ahead and we'll make this one, we'll also call this one unknown until you know, the whole thing with another guy. Okay. I feel like, I swear, I feel like my parents when they're trying to type out something. I'm not very strong when it comes to using other things other than my hands to type. Alright. So you're gonna be unknown. We're gonna go with Bradley for this one. So go back and this is gonna be, I feel like this is gonna be beyond confusing. A D E L Y, so I can continue to overwrite this as just Bradley. And okay, so we're gonna share a room with Bradley. I know what I said before, you can already hear you guys, but for shits and giggles, we're gonna go ahead and share a room. We can share. I don't want to put you to too much trouble. As you wish. Out of the corner of my eye, I can see Bradley nodding at me in approval. I don't know what you got in your head, boy, but you better keep it PG. Nathaniel shows us to what's obviously a spirit bedroom. It's clean and well presented, but very plain. There are some pajamas under the duvet. They should be large enough to fit. You know where the bathroom is, and you shouldn't need anything for the rest of from the rest of the house, all right? Yes, we're fine. I'll see you in the morning then. Pleasant dreams. He closes the door behind him. As soon as he's gone, I turn on Bradley. What's with you? First you were saying these people were weird and we couldn't trust them. Then all of a sudden you want to spend the night? That's not quite what I said. They're strangers, that's all. It's dangerous out there in the rain. We're better off inside. As long as we stick together, we can watch out for each other. Just so you know, I agreed to share a room with you, but that's all. Huh? Of course not. I'm not the kind of guy to sleep with a girl on the first date. Better not be, boy. Be a good boy. I know. I just had to be sure. What do you mean, you know? You have a reputation. Oh, I suppose I do. Vanessa was right. He is harmless. When she realizes I'm not coming back to our room tonight, what will she think? That maybe Bradley's found the girl he was looking for after all? I wonder if my hallmates placed bets on it. Will they believe that nothing happened, or will they be teasing me about this for the rest of the semester? You can have the bed. I'll sleep on the floor. Don't be silly. I've shared beds with friends before. There's something wrong with it. Yes, they were girls. They were girlfriends, but so what? If I couldn't trust him, I wouldn't share a room with him at all. There's no reason for him to suffer just because he's a boy. That is true. Okay. 2 things. We settled in for the night. It's hard to get sleep in a strange place, listening to someone else's breathing. Bradley's still wearing all of his clothes, even his jacket, and his metal bits clink gently when he shifts. Rain rattles and thumps against the window panes. Distant creaks tremble through the house. I never did get a straight answer about how many people are here or why. There are at least 5 boys in the house with me. For a practice date, Bradley's not so bad. He's a bit old-fashioned, holding doors for me, wanting to order for me, offering to sleep on the floor, and so on. It's polite, but kind of impersonal. I mean, I think it's sweet. I mean, he's taking your feelings into consideration. I feel like he acts this way because I'm a girl, and that's how he thinks you're supposed to treat girls. He's used those manners on dozens of them. It's not because he likes me. Well, that is also true. I mean, who's to say it couldn't really be both, honestly? Bradley's not my type. I don't think he has any interests besides sports and cars. Still, it's nice to have someone pay attention to me, even if it's not real. Then there's Raphael, the blonde boy at the door. He's so helpful and sweet, like a little kid. Most boys at high school and university are loud and vulgar. Of course, he works here. It's probably his job to be polite. I'd think a butler would. Maybe he was in the middle of cleaning. He said he was just visiting, but employee. Linz also appears to work here, although I'm not sure what his position is. I always thought boys with glasses were cute, but there's something slightly creepy about him. I mean, I'm not going to argue with that. Nathaniel and his house seem like they come from a different world, one of luxurious refinement. My family is